We're going to be doing a yoga class today. If you need a chair for a prop, go ahead and grab one, or a yoga block. If stability is an issue for anybody who's going to be taking this class, this is not for these two, but for anybody else who's seeing it later, grab a chair and place it at the front of your mat so that when you're doing your lunges or when we're doing any of our more extended poses, you have a chair to place your fingertips on so you have a little bit more stability. You can also grab a yoga block or a small towel for some of the stretching at the end, or if you have a strap. If you don't have a yoga block, it's not a big deal. You don't need it for anything beyond like stabilizing. You can also use kind of like a large book or actually a shoe box, as long as you're not going to put too much weight on it, because we won't be standing on the yoga blocks today. So yeah, all right, well then let's kind of go ahead and get started. It's a beautiful day here in California. I bet it's a beautiful day in Cayman. It's almost always gorgeous there. Yeah, it's really nice seeing you guys. Thanks for coming. So I've already set up the chair. So if you want the chair and you need it, then you would place it basically here at the very front. And you want to make sure that it feels nice and stable so that when you do any sort of like long poses, you have a little bit of stability here. Or if when we do any chair poses like here, and we're doing any of like lifting and pulsing, you just have like it's almost like a little ballet bar, your own portable ballet bar. If you are not going to be needing the chair today, then you can just get it out of the way. Just kind of slide it over there. You can grab a yoga block as well. And they're going to start doing construction on my roof again at some point during this class. So if you hear someone like dragging something around, it's just that they are trying to fix our roof before the next big rainstorms out here. So we're crossing our fingers so we won't have any leaks this time. I'm gonna get my tea out of the way. And then we're gonna just start kneeling. Like this. So we're having that nice kneeling position. If this is a hard position for you, you can take the yoga block and you can place it between your legs and sit on it so that you have a little bit of elevation. Also, if this is hard on your knee actual joint, you can take like a cushion and slide it through here so that you're actually getting some release in the actual knee area. So whatever feels good for you today. I'll just leave it here because it always feels nice to have a little bit more openness in my hips, especially first thing in the morning. So we're just first going to start with a nice deep inhale. We're going to close our eyes and we're going to just find that nice kind of inhalation and exhalation. So we're going to take our hands like little L's and cup them around our ribs. So you'll find your ribs can make like a little heart. And we're just going to start to find that big breath, trying to fill the whole ribs. Not just the posterior breath like we do for Pilates, but like the very full breath, opening up that diaphragm. So we're going to inhale through our noses and exhaling through our mouths. And again. I don't know if you can hear my husband, he's on a work call, so hopefully that won't be too loud either. And last time. And let the hands float down by your sides. We're going to start with just a nice deep inhale. Reach the hands up to the ceiling, touch the fingertips together, and draw them down through heart center. And again, let the palms open away from you. And up. And exhale. Down through heart center. I'm going to do two more just like this. Waking up our breath. Last one, we're going to bring our hands up, we're going to leave them up. We're gonna hold. You're gonna take the hands together, interlacing your fingertips, the whole finger, and push the hands towards the ceiling. If this is too much for you, then you can just reach your hands straight up, but try to let the shoulders come up. So we're keeping that here. We're gonna just reach slightly to our right, letting our focus drop down towards our right shoulder. And recover. Lifting up to reach to the other side. And recover, and again to each side. One more. And up. You're going to inhale here, open the chest, so I'm not cranking into my low back. I'm still staying actually kind of engaged in my abdominals. And I'm just letting my elbows slightly open backwards with a soft arm and slightly lift my sternum, just like I have like a prism on my sternum. And I'm lifting it so you can catch the light and shoot rainbows around the room, if that's not too cheesy for you. You can also just lift your sternum and just think, I'm lifting my sternum. And you're going to let your arms extend and round forward. The shoulders can come up towards your ears. And let yourself recover right back and up. Inhale. And roll your wrists like little circles as you come down. You're going to take your hands, you're going to clasp them together behind you, opening up your sternum a little bit more as you push the hands down and towards the floor. You're going to bring your hands over to your right, still clasped. If this is too much, you can always hold a towel here and not bring them quite as far. And you're just going to circle your head away from your opposite shoulder. So it's going to go down and lengthen it up. So we're not dropping our heads back, compressing the spine, but we're keeping a nice circle with a nice long open neck. So in the back you're still lifting, but you're creating space in the cervical or the neck. And then you're going to reverse your circles. So again, it's a long spine. Finding your breath. And recover, bringing the hands back behind you. Inhale. Exhale, slide those hands on over to the other side, opening up that shoulder as you drop away. And circle the neck. And reverse your circles. Still trying to find that nice even flow of breath. As you wake up the shoulders and the neck. I like to inhale so my head goes across the back. It kind of helps me get a little bit more extension, opening through the spine. And recover the head to center. Recover the hands, and this time you're gonna press your fingertips more towards the floor. So I'm here, and I'm really pushing down, and I'm gonna open my chest. So it's here. Now, if it's easy for you to place your fingers on the floor, you can, but you don't have to. I like to also kind of slightly lift my arms as I go back to kind of get more of a stretch through the front of my shoulder. But it depends what's going on with your body today. But otherwise, anyway I'm doing it, I'm not sinking and compressing and relaxing my abdominals. I'm still trying to lift and support my spine. Recover and let the hands float forward. We're going to reach our hands all the way up and around, making big circles with our arms. If this is too much on your shoulders, because this is a lot of shoulder mobility, you can place your fingertips on your shoulders and take the circles here, like you're drawing circles with the elbows. With the arms long, you get a little bit more opening because of the weight of the end range. Your end range is longer and heavier. inhale here. Now you're going to reverse it. It's going to curl your spine forward, sweep open, and up. So take this as you need it. We're doing a lot of kind of opening up of that chest. Especially if you've been sitting at a desk, this might feel a little tight and immobile. So this is for you. And recover. You're going to inhale here, sweep the arms back down by your sides. Place the left hand down and reach away from you. So you're trying not to let the shoulder come up, but you're still trying to drop it down and let the opposite hip. So if I'm reaching towards my right, I'm dropping my left hip away. If I'm reaching towards the left, I'm dropping my right hip away. As I take a nice big stretch to my side. And now you can bring your focus down, especially if you have any neck issues, or you can bring your focus or your drishti up, opening towards the sky. And keep that nice. Or you're going to move back and forth between. Take a nice deep inhale, reach a little further, and pull the body back and up. Again, crawl those fingers away from you to the other side. Taking that big stretch, opening up the side body between the rib and the hip. Feeling that nice stretch down your side body. And again, you can play with where your focus is today. And reach a little further and recover up. Go ahead and place your hands on the floor and come back so that you're kneeling on all fours. If you were on your yoga block, go ahead and remove that. And we're just going to start here. You're going to place your left hand in the middle, taking your right hand to your ear. And I'm just placing it gently on my ear. I'm not squishing my head or pushing on my neck. And we're just going to keep that nice and small. You can take a slight rotation through the chest. Now, if you have anything going on your low back, really just make sure it's in the rib cage. And just be really careful today because we're going to do a lot of spine mobilizing. So you want to keep that nice connection. So you're going to keep everything really strong as you feel that slight rotation and then slight contraction. So as we move, it's going to be really important that we keep our abdominals engaged and that the rotation comes from the chest and then recovers. Nice and small. And 2. So it's an opening of the collarbones. And 3, as you take your rotation. So you guys are kneeling taking this rotation. And 4. So it's really nice and small. And 5, you're going to hold. Feel like you're opening your sternum as you push down through the floor. For 3, you can even tense your fingers if you want. 2, 1, and recover. Float the right hand down. Place the left hand on your ears, pushing into the floor. So you're still kneeling on all fours. Push down through that right shoulder as you take an inhale to open up the sternum. Inhale, push. Exhale, recover. The rotation comes from the collarbones. So I'm still keeping my core nice and stable as I go into that twist. And exhale. And again, staying strong. Activating those lats, activating the serratus as you push those deep muscles that support the shoulder. As you take that inhale. And last time, take that rotation, hold. Press into the floor, opening the collarbones for 3, 2, 1. Exhale, recover, and place both the hands down. You're gonna go right into your cat and cow. You're gonna be tucking that tailbone under, rounding through the spine as you exhale. And then you're gonna inhale, open the spine. And again, you're keeping that strength in the shoulder girdles. As you exhale, press. And inhale, open, feeling that nice connection. And again for 3. And open. And 2. So you're pushing. And open. And last time. And open. Now we're going to start to take a little bit of a shift. So slide your hands slightly forward. You're going to inhale, extend, pushing towards your fingertips. And then exhale, round, pushing towards your knees. And again for 2. If this is too much on your knees at any point, you can always place a little like rug or cushion underneath your knees. Actually, those ones that they make for gardening are great. 2 more. And last time. You're gonna go ahead and roll on up. So you're now kneeling nice and strong, keeping that nice connection. We're gonna reach our hands up to the ceiling. And you're gonna reach the hand down to your side as you reach to one side up and recover. And the arm cartwheels down to the other side. And recover. And we're gonna this time add a rotation. So it's gonna come this way. So as this arm comes down, you're gonna find that nice twist. And up and down. And up. One more time like that. And down. And up. Staying nice and supported in your back. And up. Nice deep inhale here again. Interlace those fingers, open the chest for 3. Bending the elbows, pulling them back. 2, 1. Extend the arms, circle the arms forward. And come down to your hands. You're going to inhale here, tuck the toes under. And exhale, press back for a downward dog. You're going to find that nice connection here. And you're going to bend one knee and recover. And bend the other knee. And recover. Now, if you want to take your walking dog more into a twist, please feel free. For me, I love this because it really opens up between my hip and my rib, grounding. So not only do I get a stretch in my calves and hamstrings, it comes up and opens up through my hip, through my side body. Take a moment of stillness, breathing for 3. Slowly soften your knees and walk your hands back towards your feet. You're going to crisscross your arms, finding ragdoll. So you can kind of hang. If you want to find a little swing, you can. Your shoulder blades are kind of pulling off of your spine, so you're feeling that nice release with a little bit of a swing from side to side. Inhale here. Let the arms slowly reach towards the floor as you exhale, roll all the way up, nice and tall. Now, if you need a chair for any balance work, go ahead and turn around and place your fingertips on the chair. Or just go to wherever your chair is. Otherwise, you're going to stay here, really grounding the feet down into the floor. So I'm not locking up my knees and compressing in my back. I'm keeping my knees bent, and I'm lifting through my core muscles to create that strength and stability, finding mountain pose. And as I inhale, I want to feel my collarbones opening and widening. One more time. We're going to start with an inhale. The arms are going to come up. And exhale, press right back down by your side. And again, inhale. And exhale. We're going to add a little bit of a releve or a lift of the heels. If this is outside of your wheelhouse, do not worry about it. And I'm not dropping down to the floor. I'm pressing, like I'm squishing a lemon under my feet, or an orange, or just moving through air with a higher viscosity. We're going to do 2 more. And last one. We're going to lift and hold. Let the arms float all the way up by the ears. They're not coming behind you because that's going to open up your ribs and disengage your abdominals. They're almost slightly in front of you. You want your arms to stay in your peripheral vision. You're going to hold this. You can always keep your hands also on the chair the whole time. Woo. You're going to inhale here. See if you can bend your knees, activating the inner thighs, pressing into between your big toes. Finding a point that you can focus on will help. Or you can keep your hands on the chair as we hold it. 2, 1. Inhale here. Slowly lengthen those legs back up. And exhale, float everything back and down. We're going to do that one more time. Inhale. Lengthening up and holding. Feeling that strength through the midline or the center of the body. Anchoring into those inner thighs. Exhale. Press down with the hands. Inhale, lengthen the body back up. And exhale, everything floats back and down. You're going to bring your feet all the way together if they were hip distance apart. And you're going to keep that nice connection zipping up through your core, keeping that grounding. You're going to inhale, lengthen, lift that right leg up. Try when you lift to not let the opposite hip get kind of like sassy and reach out to the side. You're going to think about anchoring still into that inner thigh as you lift that foot up and you're going to hold it. We're going to circle our foot. And hold, reverse your circles. You can always hold onto a chair. Hold, flex, and point that foot. And hold, bend that knee in, and float the foot down. Still staying tall, no sass. And out, lifting up, and you can lift the other foot up. If this is lifting your knee to your chest is too much, you can also just bring your knee behind you like that. As you circle, feeling that strength through the body. Whoop. And keeping, so this leg is grounding down. And then reverse your circles. And then hold, flex and point. Really finding that stability and that strength through the body. And hold, hug the knee to your chest, and float the leg back and down. And once again, coming to hip distance apart with those legs. I'm going to keep that nice connection. We're going to inhale, reach the arms up, and exhale down through heart center. And again, inhale, add a little bit of opening in that chest. And down through heart center. Last time. Reaching it up. Touch the fingertips. Exhale, come through heart center. Come into a swan dive forward. Let your hands reach down to the floor. Inhale, extending, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. I'm going to remove my socks before I go into this because I always forget. And exhale. One more time, inhale, halfway lift. Drawing that core in, and exhale, down. You're going to inhale here, and exhale, walk your hands out into your long downward dog. So you're really grounding through that hips and pressing into the palms, opening up those shoulders. 2, 1, you're going to roll into that plank, and back, opening your chest, and again, exhale. Now, if this is too much, you can always come here. Opening. And back. And opening. And back. 2 more. And opening. And back. And last one. And back. You're going to hold. Now, keeping that nice grounded position, we're going to lift our right leg up. And we're going to bend, opening up our hip. So you're going to getting a stretch across this opening. Whoop, there you go. So you're going to feel a stretch across that opening of the hip. That's here. We're going to circle the whole knee. Down, around, and up. Now, if you have anything going on with your low back or your pelvis, I would recommend just staying here and taking the circle in the foot, keeping that nice connection. Or just take the circle as you need it. And last time, you're going to keep that nice connection. Extend the leg. Bring it down and into your chest. And right back up. And right back up. And last time, hold it. Lower it down, lift it up for 5. 4, 3, 2, 1, hold. Step that foot forward and through. You might need to do a little adjustments, then that's okay. You're gonna take it to a low lunge, opening up that chest. So you may feel your thigh and your rib cage very close together. 2, and 1. You're gonna keep that nice connection. Drop your knee down to the floor and start to extend back and forward like this. Now, if this hurts your knee, you can keep your knee off of the floor for this, but it means that you're coming to more of a piked position for here and then more to a triangle pose. But which one ever feels good for you. And the last time, we're gonna hold. Now, flex your foot, flattening this out, dropping the hip down, feeling a really nice hamstring stretch. And we're gonna move from the femur or the leg bone. We're gonna rotate the leg out and back and in. You're gonna feel the stretch come up into the hip. This is really good, especially if you sit a lot. You can also take this here and move here and just sit on the little cushion underneath so there's not so much pressure on your knee. And last time, we're gonna leave it here as we open that hip joint, feeling that luxurious stretch. 4, 3, 2, 1. You're gonna inhale here, exhale, recover. Place that foot as you come forward, again, down. Extend the back leg, anchoring here, squaring the hips. See if you can float those hands up, bringing it nice and high. You're gonna hold it here, going deep down into your lunge. And I'm not cranking into my flexibility. I'm still nice and supported in my abdominals. 2, 1. Circle your arms around, taking your hands to your ankle. Hold. See if you can keep that nice and strong as you hold for 5. Use those arms. 4. You can also hold here. 3 or here. 2, 1. Now, if you feel comfortable, shift forward to a little tiny hook. Otherwise, just walk your foot forward. We're going to hold here. 2, 1. See if you can start to extend that leg out, squaring your hips. For 3, you can, if you're down here, that's fine. You can walk up here, or you can keep your fingers on the floor. But we're trying to keep our hips square. And 1. Now, if you haven't brought your hands to the floor, go ahead and do as you lean forward and lift the leg, opening up your hips. And you can bend that knee. 2, and 1. See if you can walk your right hand, if it's your right leg, a little bit further forward and open and opposition. You can bring your focus again up or down. Now, if you're feeling real crazy or like, oh, I've got it, you can try to bring both hands off the floor, which is quite challenging. See if you can recover both of your hands down as you inhale here. Slowly reach back and down into that same long lunge. And you're going to keep that nice connection as you hold for 3, 2, 1. Lift that foot up, bring it back behind you, and hold your plank for 5, 4. You can also always be here on your elbows if this is too much. 2, 1. As you keep that nice connection, inhale here, press back for your downward dog. Keeping that nice connection, slowly walking your hands down and in. Take a nice deep inhale here, and exhale, roll all the way back and up. So we're still keeping that nice strong core connection. So really, as you find that opening through the collarbones with the hands drop down by your side, finding that moment of that nice gorgeous breath. As we hold it for 5, 4, nice deep inhale, reach the hands up and down through heart center. and open. Adding that forward dive. Inhale up and exhale. Right back down. You're going to inhale, halfway lift, and exhale, down, and again. Inhale, halfway lift, and exhale, back and down. You're going to walk your hands forward, nice and slow, until you find that gorgeous downward dog. As you hold it for 3, 2, shoulders staying down, 1, roll forward for that plank, and back. And again, you can do this on your knees or on your elbows, especially if your wrists are bothering you. Finding as much or as little spine articulation as you'd like. And last one. And hold. Now you're really going to be anchoring again down as you lift the other leg up. Now you can open here, getting that stretch through your side body. Feeling that nice opening, grounding into your hands so that they're not sliding around. And 1, you're going to make that nice connection and circle the knee. Oh, should feel good. Touching the knees together and opening so that you get a nice, luxurious, juicy movement in the hips. And again, if this is too much at any point, you can make circles in the ankle. All of your joints need nice mobility. And the last one. And extend the leg as you bring the knee into your chest. And right back up. And 2. And the last time, you're going to hold it. You're going to lower it down and up for 5. 4, really working our core and our shoulders. You can always take this here as well. 2, out to the side. And 1, hold. Bringing the foot forward, anchoring the chest, grounding into that body, taking that beautiful stretch. You can always drop down onto our knees at any point. Or you can stay up. And we're going to extend and then come forward. So there's that beautiful rocking and opening of the hips. So you can also take it here. You can also have your hand on a chair and be extending and feeling that nice stretch. So I'm here. If staying here is too much. And hold. So wherever you are, you're going to hold. And we're going to find that rotation in the hip. So again, you're rotating from the femur or the leg bone, and the foot just is a reflection of it, like a little windshield wiper. And 2, so you should feel that stretch come down into your, basically here into your hip. If you're feeling this in your knee, you can always bend your knees. Hold that open, feeling that nice stretch, luxuriating down into that hip. Especially if you've been sitting, this can feel really tight. And recover. Slowly melt forward, tuck the toe under, grounding through your back leg. We're returning to those nice square hips, feeling that nice connection through the body as you sweep the hands up for crescent lunge. Opening through here. Now again, I'm not sitting in my flexibility. I'm tucking my tailbone under, activating my legs so I get a better stretch through my hip flexor. So I'm not just cranking into my back. 2, 1, sweeping those arms forward. See if you can take your hand on that ankle, keeping that nice connection, keep that lunge strong. Now keep it here. Let's shift the weight forward and step. You can always take it in slowly, but we're going to try to find a little bit of a balance. Start to extend the back leg. Whew. Whew. One side might be better than the other. It doesn't matter where, you're just trying to keep your hips square. Hands can be here, hands can be on the chair. Whew. My left ankle's all over the place. Slowly bring your hands down, lift that leg up, bending your knee, opening up that chest as you feel that nice stretch again. Now, if you are feeling good, bring your left hand to the floor if you're still balanced on your ankle, which I find super hard on this side. So bring your left hand down and start to extend and open your hip. You can open that top arm up and you can bring your focus up if you can. And if you'd like, you can even find a balance with your hands together. I'm sort of all over the place today with my left side, so we'll see. Try to square your hips again, whew, and step back into your lunge, keeping that nice connection here. Inhale here, beautiful strong connection, holding, and exhale, lift it up, returning to that plank as we hold. Now, we're gonna do a little extra arm work, and so I don't want you to collapse, so we're gonna go down onto our elbows and back up. So we're just gonna stay that nice and strong, so we're gonna go right, left, switch, left, right, left, right. Now if this is too much for you, just stay here. You can come down to your elbows and do it. Right, left, right, right, or you can stay on your elbows the whole time. Left, right, 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 left, right, right, left, last two. Here we go to our last two sets. Right, left, right, right, last set. Left, right, hold. Inhale here, exhale, press back into that downward dog, holding. Inhale here, soften the knees. Slowly, we're gonna just walk our hands back, getting a little bit of a shift. One, inhale here, and exhale, roll the spine all the way up. Inhale, touch those fingertips together, and exhale, right back down. Bring your feet nice and close together. We're gonna inhale here, reach up to the ceiling, and exhale down through heart center. Open the hands. And again, inhale up, and exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, and exhale, down. One more time. Inhale, halfway lift, and exhale, down. You're gonna inhale, reach those arms forward, and walk out, slow and controlled. Once again to that downward dog. If you wanna open your feet a little, you can. We're gonna inhale here, exhale, come forward, and right back for 3, 2, and 1. Hold. You're gonna inhale here, exhale, lift that right leg up, open that knee. You're gonna draw the knee into the right elbow, and right back up. To the left elbow, twist in, right back up. One more time, to the center, hold, place that foot on the floor. You're right away, inhale, coming to that crescent lunge, opening up the chest, touch the fingers, hold it for 5. Inhale, ground the hip, twisting open into warrior 2. So it's nice and square here, grounding them down as you hold. Inhale, extend the leg, keeping that nice connection as you inhale here. Reach forward. Exhale, reach back. Inhale, bring it forward. Reach again. Now keep the front knee bent this time. Reach back for peaceful warrior. Focus up or down. Again, cartwheel those arms around, coming forward, pressing this leg back, opening that chest. 2, 1, reach long, hold it. Slowly come forward, again, down to that low lunge that we found earlier. You can kick your hands to the floor, or again, you can bring them to your ankle as you hold. Inhale here, one more time. Exhale, shifting forward, hold. See if you can keep that nice connection. Hold it for 3, 2, 1. Slowly bringing it up. Bring the knee up. Hold it here. Keeping it strong, keeping it square. 2, 1. Start to bring that leg back behind you. Take it into your hand. Now, if you can't reach your hand, you can always grab a towel and place it around your foot. You're gonna hold it here, extend, kicking that leg back, holding it. Keeping your hips as square as possible. You're gonna inhale, recover, bring it in, circle that arm around. Woo. Bringing it all the way up, hold it here. Inhale, exhale, stepping back. Find that beautiful long crescent lunge as you hold. 3, 2, 1. Sweeping the arms back and around. Place them on the floor. Hug that knee to your chest. Extend the leg up. You're going to keep the leg high, or you can always place it on the floor. And we're going to go down. Feeling that nice connection, Uttanasana, and come up. Now, if you're not feeling, you can always come up here, or you can come up here. Recover that foot to the floor. Exhale, lift the spine. Roll over the toes. Place the feet on the floor. Keeping that nice connection as you inhale. Come to plank. And right back. And again. And right back. And one more time. And right back. Keeping that nice connection, you're going to lift the other leg up. Opening up that hip. Again, feeling that nice stretch through the side body. As you bring it in, left knee to left elbow. And right back up. Left knee to right elbow. Right back up. Last time, through the center. Place the foot down, nice and strong. Squaring the hips. Sweep the arms back, opening the chest. Feeling that nice stretch through the front of the body. And opening, grounding down into the floor, opening the chest, reaching the arms out. Really pushing this knee back, so you're using your legs. Reach forward as you inhale, extend, reaching up, opening through your side. And again, right back down. Now you're going to keep your knee bent for this one. Again, reach forward into a peaceful warrior. Again, focus up or down. You should feel a nice release through that body. Inhale here. Reach that arm into that nice cartwheel, opening your chest here. And spiral that arm up. and turn, squaring your hips back to the floor, anchoring that front leg, holding onto that ankle, nice and strong, grounding into the floor. 2, 1. Shift forward, see if you can lift, pulling that knee in. You can hop it in, but we want to find that nice hold here. Ooh. And 1, slowly start to lift up and bring the leg behind you, taking the foot into your hand. Now if this is hard, you can always wrap a towel around your foot, keeping that nice connection, squaring my hips. So in this position, I don't want my hips to go like, as they come into the position, I don't want my hips to go bleep, but I want to keep my hips square as I extend back. Boop. So we want to keep that nice and strong as we push back, squaring our hips. Finding a focus point. Slowly recover. See if you can cartwheel your arm around. So you inhale here, reach up, lunge back, and take that nice opening again. So you're really finding that here. I'm not in my low back again. I'm using my abs. Whew. Circle that arm forward. Place the hands on the floor. Stepping back. And press back into that nice downward dog. And breathe here. Slowly. Here, you're gonna lift that leg up one more time. As you keep that nice connection, you're gonna draw down, taking that nice gorgeous connection. Inhale, bringing it up nice and strong. Open that chest. Lift that spine. Roll over your toes. And downward dog. Slowly walking your hands back and in. Take a nice deep inhale here. Bend the knees and roll up. Reaching the fingertips to the ceiling. And exhale. Down through heart center, open the palms. One more time. And you're gonna inhale here. Reach the hands up, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. One more time, inhale, halfway lift, forward fold. Slowly walk those hands out one more time as you inhale here. Anchor your heels, soft knees, and we're gonna do a nice push-up for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Take this as you need it. You can also just hold your downward dog. Last one, hold, extend, roll through the spine, coming down onto your knees, sitting back onto those heels. Now you can always, again, place that yoga block underneath your hips at any point, keeping that nice connection. You're just gonna inhale here, you're gonna reach to your left as you sweep your right arm around. And then you're gonna bring it right back. Left hand down as the other hand comes around. Now, we're gonna do the same movement, but this time, as the arm comes down, you can place your hand on your foot, you can place your hand on your yoga block, or you can just keep the same here with the hips down. Otherwise, we're going to take a nice deep inhale here, reach down with our right towards our foot. Our left hand pulls us up into a nice open camel pose. and bring it down. Switching. So now our left hand comes around to our left foot. Our right hand is sweeping and pulling us up. And it brings you back down. Last time, we're going to inhale. Place both our hands on our feet this time. Or you can take this here and open your chest if you're content with this one. This one feels so good. I love this one. But otherwise, we're going to take this nice deep inhale here. We're going to push our hips up and bring our chest. Now, if this is also way too much spice in your day, you can come up, place your hands on your hips, and open this direction with a nice support. For some reason, I've always liked this with my fingertips up. I've never met anyone else who likes that, but if you do like this, A, message me so I know I'm not the only one, but B, it's a nice one. I feel like really supported here, but this I think is a much more traditionally supported position. But otherwise, we're just going to hold this for 3 more. Slowly lift the head. Return your hips to a seated position, however is comfortable for you. So if you want to sit between your feet, you can. For me, that is very hard on my knees, so I like to put a yoga block underneath me or a cushion. As I inhale, reach my hands up. I'm going to just exhale, bring my right arm under my left and bind my hands. If I can't bind my hands, I press the backs of my hands together, or I just push them towards each other, activating this way. Whatever feels good for you. You're going to drop your chin to your chest, keeping the shoulders down as you bring the hands both away from you and up, slightly rounding, tucking the tailbone under, reversing that stretch. Tuck your chin to your chest, and then inhale, let the elbows come down. Bring the hands still away from you as you lift the chest. And again, exhale, tuck the tailbone under, drop the chin to the chest. Push the elbows away from you, but also towards your nose, so they're not resting on your head. And drop them down, inhale, lift the chest. And back to neutral. Unbind the arms and open out. Nice deep inhale. Exhale, left arm under right. Clasping the hands, back of the palms, or just pressing them in towards each other. Feeling whatever is good for you. You're going to press the shoulders down, round through the spine, tuck the tailbone under, and tuck the chin into your chest while you push your arms away from your midline, or your middle of your body. Inhale, recover up, and press the arms up as you lift the chest. There goes puppy. And again, you're going to keep that nice station, pull them down as you round through your spine. And then inhale, recover, and lengthen, opening that sternum. And come back to the center. Release your hands. Bring your hands in front of you, making 2 sea anemones, and open the hands. So you want to keep your hands at shoulder height. This should feel a little tingly and uncomfortable. You can drop your chin to your chest if you like, but the goal is to almost feel like you're flexing your hands as hard as you can, and also drawing your fingertips together. It should kind of tingle down the front of your arm. And you want to fully extend your arms. I know I say never do that, but for this one you can. As we hold it. And I'm kind of also letting my ribs come forward, but I'm not pushing them forward. I'm still using my abs to support my lumbar or my low back. Let the arms and the hands slowly release. And you're just going to let them roll for 3, 2, and 1. Nice deep inhale. You're going to place your hands right over left, just over your sternum, and breathe. Let the hands come down by your knees. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, come through heart center. And this time right under left, so left's on top. Go ahead and come to laying on your back. You can move your yoga block if you're sitting on it, and just very gently make your way down to laying on your back. If rolling to your side is better, or rolling down, whatever feels right for you. So you're just going to take that nice position, letting your shoulder blades really feel open, and let your hands reach down by your sides. We're just going to come to a nice gentle breath, and I'm going to let us end with Shavasana today, kind of on your own time. If I will not see you guys tomorrow, but I will do a Pilates class the following day on Wednesday at 8:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So I hope you guys are having a wonderful day, and I will be sending you lots of invisible and long distance hugs.